This past summer in September, a friend and I sold buttons in Brooklyn and in Harlem. We sold Obama buttons and a couple of other black inspired, I guess, slogans, and we sold them on the stoop of my uncle's house in Brooklyn around the Clinton Hill area. And then we went to Harlem and sold it at the African American Street Fair, I think. I actually don't remember. And it was very hard. I definitely have a new appreciation and respect for real deal street hustlers. But the weirdest part, I think, is just always thinking about how it wasn't as serious for me. I didn't feel the need to hustle as hard because I know that this is not my real job. I knew that it wasn't my real job because I'm actually a history teacher through Teach for America TFA. But it was definitely very positive to sell those buttons, especially seeing all of the white people buying Go Obama buttons and buying Paint the White House Black, which is actually more popular with older African American men. So all in all, it was a very positive, eye-opening experience. And word to the wise to any men out there, if you're trying to hit on a lady who's selling something, buy it.
For my undergrad matriculation, I went to Tennessee State University, and Tennessee State University is a historically black university, and many people on the campus wore different things like this, and this opened my eyes to this type of fashion. As someone who considers themselves to be fashion forward, I'm always looking for ways to be fashionable, yet display a message of pride, of integrity, whatever it may be, and this was one way to do it.
Dug it, my dug it, my dug it, my dug it. She say she like my dug it. I'm fresh, yep, my dug it. I'm fresh, my dug it. I'm fresh, yep. Fly in them, fly in them. I had a dream I could buy my way to heaven. When I awoke, I spent that on a necklace. I told God I'll be back in a second. Man, it's so hard not to act reckless.
A part of the campaign, the Obama campaign, MoveOn.org was selling these but they were sending these stickers, and after he won, I immediately went online because I knew that they were going to have these, and lo and behold, they did. So I put it on my computer, and so many of my students actually thought that I was voting for McCain for some reason. And this was when I would still bring my laptop to school, and they were like, "Oh snap, miss, we know who you voted for." And I was like, "Oh, okay, great, I guess." So that was odd. Back at Amherst, a part of the Black Student Union, the BSU, they made us these shirts, and it's actually really nice because on the back it says Young, Gifted, and Black. Oftentimes when you go to a very, very, very white school, even if you graduate from the top of your high school class, even though you have very good grades and are doing your thing, you almost forget. Sometimes being there, you feel a little bit like a charity case because that's how the world makes you feel. But then you have to sit back and remember, no, I actually got here on my own merit, and I am indeed, as the song goes, young, gifted, and black.
Black style, black fashion, I had no choice but to love it. With 5 beautiful, powerful, stylish aunts, and a mother with a background in fashion merchandise, it really truly is in my blood. I grew up, you know, from the junk sale to Lord & Taylor's. We were always dressed with such integrity and style, and we were proud. It's no surprise to me today that that's the career path that I've chosen, a career in fashion. And Ebony, Essence, Mrs. E.W. Johnson, Susan L. Taylor, the Hayes sisters, my mother. That's why, you know, today we can look at Vogue magazine and see, you know, on the cover, our first lady looking beautiful, looking powerful, looking like she belongs there, because she does. That's black love, that's black style, that's black fashion, that's black power.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next president of the United States of America, Barack Obama, 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 Obama.
One of my favorite images is the picture of Martin Luther King Jr. and Obama, because it connects people with that speech and that notion in a way that they otherwise might not be connected. You know, they may have heard the I Have a Dream speech, but it didn't really connect with them personally because they'd never gone through that whole concept of segregation. They've always been in integrated schools and able to go places and drink out of the same water fountains as white people. But when you begin to see images like that, it makes you think about the connection of the struggle then with what we're living now.
Obama movement really sort of mobilized a lot of young people, whites as well as blacks, but especially young black college students, probably for the first time since the Freedom Summers and the voter registration drives of the 1960s that you got so many African Americans involved. If you go to our second floor in this building, all of the bulletin boards are still up. Obama this, Obama that. The students get out there and work for days, you know. Otherwise, those bulletin boards simply just had, you know, announcements and stuff on them. But I mean, they took a lot of time, and they really took a lot of creativity, you know, to really do them up. And they tried to be balanced. But if you go through the hallway, you see those bulletin boards are really sort of overbalanced toward Mr. Obama. And they got them more politically educated.